So, gentlemen, which one of you would like to go first?
I think I better let Nick take this one.
Yeah, I think so too. Guys, hello. This is a very quick video. Welcome back to the Real Heroes Show. Subscribe. Check out all of our links on the bottom of the page here. We're gonna really quickly break down the Falcon and Winter Soldier trailer that came out during the big game last night. Nick, I know you're pumped. You're a huge Bucky Barnes stan. Let's go. What'd you think?
I can't wait. You know, I might
Good
have to
answer.
cut
Done.
I might have to cut my hair because Bucky because Sebastian Stan cut his hair for this, so I have to portray the role.
Ooh.
So you might see me like in a month or two with short hair. but
It
it's
might be the
super
most
weird.
professional you've ever looked.
Potentially, but you know,
Maybe.
I don't give
Yeah.
a shit about being professional.
Little spiky joint.
No, they were great. Ah, man, the action looks great. The banter between Sam and Bucky is going to be awesome. I think the chemistry between Sebastian and Anthony is going to be very comparable to how the chemistry is between Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen. Just they click so well. You know, I know they're friends in real life, so I think we're gonna see a lot of that come out on screen. The ending, like with little office scenes when they're like super close, like their legs are intertwined like this.
Yeah.
And they're just having the staring contest, and then,
Yeah,
like
it's great.
the woman's like, Jesus Christ, like grow up, like. But that's how friends usually act toward each other. So it's like a real moment. But yeah,
That's a great line that she throws out there at the end of, I mean, how old are you?
yeah, dude. Like
We all know how old Bucky is. He's a semi-stable
Bucky's-
100-year-old man.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
But I guess now,
kind of crazy, but
does his blip time count towards his age, or is he still 100?
Oh, that's a good question.
yeah, I don't know.
He's either 100 or 105. So
Yeah,
I guess
actually,
Yeah, did those people age during the blip, or did they come back and it's like, oh,
in Far
it's
From
like
Home,
it's
they
like
had
5
the kids
seconds.
that survived were like aged up, and Peter and his friends were all the same age. So
true, that's true. Yeah, so they're like, they basically took a little cryo nap and skipped a few years.
Yeah,
It's
like
the
Austin
Bilbo
Powers.
Baggins effects. They haven't aged a
exactly.
day.
I wonder if they have to do the urination evacuation thing like Austin Powers did once they came out of the blip. They just like pee for 5 minutes straight.
Yeah.
Oh man, Kevin, what about you, bud? What do you think about this one?
It's fantastic. I mean, obviously they didn't give us a hell of a lot to work with on this, but we see Zemo, right?
Yeah.
We see the mask,
Yeah.
right? He's holding the mask. Sharon Carter's back,
Yeah.
so that's pretty awesome.
That's
And
big. Yeah.
kicking ass, by the
Yes.
way. She looks like a
Yeah.
badass in this.
Yeah.
You know, the wing shield, that was
really cool.
that's pretty awesome. That looks like a whole lot of Stark technology there.
Yep.
You know, I think it stands to reason that this is going to be a pretty kick-ass show. Like we were talking about before, I think it's going to be obviously very different than WandaVision.
Yeah.
Also very different than what comes after with Loki.
Yep.
This is going to be more military, shieldy kind of stuff. I did have one question though, and I don't know if you guys picked up on this too, but when Sam says, "Where do we start?" Who's he talking to?
Trailer trickery. It's hard to say.
Yeah,
Yeah. That is. a
but
good
you know,
question.
who are they working for at this point? Like,
Yeah.
who has kind of taken up the reins with the Avengers, and like, I'm curious to see, because things are they've got to be kind of in disarray at the beginning.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think this is going to pick up and do some of the rebuilding of the core Avengers group. I do think, however, you saw the football stuff with the U.S. agent, which, for those who don't know, that is in the comics at least a government mandated new Captain America, which kind of contradicts the fact that Steve Rogers handed the shield over to Sam at the end of Endgame and kind of christened him the new Cap. So I think you're going to see some government suppression against Cap and Bucky, and they might be on the run. I even have a wild theory that maybe not for the entire series, but for part of it, they're actually going to work with Zemo.
Interesting.
That'd be pretty interesting.
I think in the
I
trailer,
wonder.
there's one shot where they're like in like that city, which a lot of people think is Madripoor, which is a whole nother barrel of monkeys to get into. But they're walking on that catwalk, and there's 3 of them, and the guy up front kind of looks like Zemo's overcoat, and then it's
it could be
behind him. So I think that would be pretty neat. But yeah, good stuff. I'm pumped.
good to see Sam throw the shield too.
And Bucky catch it.
And Bucky catch it.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the one thing I'm kind of wondering is because the shield ain't light by any means, and I think it's gonna like require some target practice, and you know, I think Bucky has the advantage because he's got that robotic arm from Wakanda, so it's ultra high tech. So he's got more strength in that arm than Sam does.
It's also made out of the same material as the shield.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I think that's what we see at the beginning of the trailer is obviously Sam practicing with the shield because he's just throwing it at a tree. And then at the end of the trailer, you get to see Sam throw it in the middle of a fight.
Yeah.
So obviously he kind of makes some progress there.
It kind of looked a little bit like the Sam Wilson Captain America suit in that one real quick snippet too. If you look at the comics, the all white cap suit that he wears,
which would be pretty badass to see on the screen.
I think that this show is going to go a long way towards setting the stage for organization and what teams are at play and all that kind of stuff for this next phase of MCU.
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. I don't know if we'll see more mentioning of sword in it. I don't know if the Sokovian Accords are going to have a role to play because there's that. Was it the poster or the shirt that the Hot Topic had?
T-shirt of all things.
Right. Yeah. And if there's any truth in it, it shows Sharon Carter is wanted.
Yeah.
So
she's breaking the Accords.
Right. So why is she on the run? I'm guessing she might help Bucky and Sam too at some point for sure. So, I wonder how much Hydra will be involved in this. Maybe.
So some of these guys were broken out of the raft. Right at the end of Civil War.
Yeah.
And then we're on the run at the beginning of Infinity War. They were on the run,
hiding,
and nothing was ever said about it. It's not like we get this press release from the government going, all is forgiven, you guys are good, thanks for defeating Thanos. Like it's never talked about. So it could be that those guys are still on the run, and if Sharon helps them,
Ross tells Rhodey to arrest them.
Yeah.
And then he just ignores that. They go fight Thanos, and then 5 years goes by, and they all come back to life, which is one interesting thing that I noticed. I don't know if I sent this to you guys or not, but every property so far that Marvel has done post Endgame, whether it's Far From Home, WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, Black Widow, all dead or blipped main characters.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting way to kick off Phase 4. All the people that weren't really there during the events of Endgame, which is fascinating. And a lot of side characters that are finally getting their moment to shine, which is awesome.
Good for them.
Cool. Any other thoughts?
Awesome. A lot to be excited about.
Yeah. Let's hope
March
it comes
19th.
soon enough.
We're going to cover it. We'll be there. Well, we have to get back to our day jobs now. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave us a comment below with your excitement, your thoughts on the trailer. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, all that fun stuff that we always ask you to do. Also, make sure to check out our WandaVision videos this week. We'll be reviewing episode 5, as well as theorizing on the rest of the series based off what we learned from there. And until next time, we'll see you guys in the next video.